Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Andrea Burnell. You can call me Dr. B. Welcome to EDU250 Introduction to Special Education. This is going to be an introductory course. It is a 6-week accelerated course, and it's designed to meet with the standards of universal design principles. Every week you're going to have a bunch of different options in the ways that you can demonstrate your learning. So I hope that you're able to be a little bit creative with some of the products that you choose to do, and also feel like it's a little bit less stressful because you can choose how you want to demonstrate your knowledge. I have provided you with a glossary of terms that you will need for this class. And we're going to start out in week 1 talking about the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, also known as the IDEA or IDEA, and Section 504 of the Rehab Act. That's usually referred to as Section 504. This week and in all weeks, you're going to see under the learning materials, there are 3 separate tabs of materials. There's what you should be reading, what you should be watching, and some things for you to explore, including optional assignments in the supplemental text if you choose to do them. This week, you're going to be reading about the IDEA. You're going to learn about the Disability Rights Movement and the Americans with Disabilities Act, and you're going to learn a little bit about the difference between IEPs and 504 plans. There are some videos for you to watch about 504s and IEPs, the history of special education, and you will hear from a very famous disability rights advocate named Judy Heumann. We did lose Judy Heumann this past March, but you will see that you do have an option for some extra credit. I'll go over that in just a minute with regard to Judy Heumann's social media. This week for a discussion, and every week you will have a discussion, we would like you to introduce yourself and talk about any experience that you've had with special ed or Section 504. And it can either be you personally as a professional or perhaps with your own child or with a relative. And that is our discussion for this week. Make sure that you support your thinking with references and citations from the course materials as you're doing your posting. And it's always a good idea to take a look at the scoring rubric as you do each assignment to make sure that you can get the most points that you can, maximize your score by making sure you don't leave out any component of an assignment. You can do a video post like I'm doing now. You can use ScreenPal or YouTube, and or you can write it, whichever one you feel most comfortable with. Video is sort of cool if you feel up to it. Just post in writing what your resources were that you were thinking about as you made your statement. So supporting your thinking with some references. Our first assignment this week, I do have a Venn diagram that you can use if you would like to, just to help you get your thoughts together from all of your readings. But you have a choice. You can develop a poster for parents or caregivers about a brief history of IDEA and 504 that explains the similarities and differences between an IEP and a 504 plan. You can do a presentation or a video for parents or caregivers, same idea as the digital poster, or you can do a paper, but it should be a written document that the audience is going to be parents or caregivers. So it's not a paper that is written for a professor to demonstrate your knowledge. It really is how you can let families and caregivers know about IDEA and 504. You can, for all instances, make sure you include references on a separate page in APA format. And then, as I mentioned before, you do have an opportunity for some extra credit. For those of you that may have seen it already, there is a movie called Crip Camp. It's available on Netflix or YouTube, and it is about the disability rights movement. So if you watch that, then find Judy Heumann on social media, and I did give you, it's the Human Perspective on Instagram, and post a comment about the film, either its general importance or the impact that it had on you after watching it, and just submit a screenshot to me through an email, and you can do it through email, and you will receive extra credit for that. So I hope all or most of you are able to watch Crip Camp. It is a wonderful film. And that is it for week 1. So if you need to get a hold of me, feel free to send me a message through Canvas or an email at in my Meet Your Professor. It has my email address. And I will get back to you typically within an hour. At the biggest time period it will be is within a day, and I will get back to you to answer any of your questions. So take care. Looking forward to week 1. It's nice to see some familiar faces, and it's nice to see lots of new faces in this course. And I look forward to learning with you for the next 6 weeks. Take care.